How strong is your brand online? Hi, I'm Dean Mercado from Online Marketing Muscle, and what I have for you today are two metrics that I think every business ought to keep regarding its brand on at least a monthly basis. Let's dive in. What I'd like you to do is go to Google, right? Google.com, and I'd like you in the search bar to type in open quotes, the name of your company, close quotes. So for me, it would be typing in open quotes, Online Marketing Muscle, close quotes, and then hit enter. And then let's take a look and see how many search results show up. The number of search results that show up, record that number. Maybe you put that in a spreadsheet. So you mark today's date, you put that number next to it. So for Online Marketing Muscle, let's say there's this many search results, right? Then the next step that I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and start parsing through the first 3 pages of search results. Start looking at those. Number one, make sure you know how many out of the first 30, 10 on the first page, 10 on the second page, 10 on the third page, how many out of 30 are actually yours? Is it 10 out of 30? Is it 30 out of 30? The more that are actually you, the better, is what I'm getting at. You ultimately want to shoot for 30 out of 30. So when somebody's Googling your company name, you want it to be all about you. It shows strength in your brand, which is going to make somebody feel a little bit more comfortable when they're Googling you. So record that number next, the amount out of 30 that are actually you. Then I want you to start, just for your own sake, start going through those and make sure you know what each one of those links are. So the search results, in other words. So maybe the first one is your actual website. Maybe the second one is your Facebook page. Maybe the third one is your LinkedIn, or the fourth one your Twitter. Those are typically the kinds of things you're going to see a lot of social media sites up top. Or if you use like Yelp or anything like that, you might find those types of results. Just also make sure that there's nothing bad being said about you, or none of those links go to anything bad. You want to make sure that you're burying anything bad, which means that you want to keep adding good stuff to the internet about your company so that those things show up at the top of the search results if, let's say, a prospect types in your name, your company's name. So again, we want to record the search results, the total number of search results, right? And we're going to look at that and say, if there's less than 1,000, typically you got a bit of work to do. You need to get that number up. You want a good amount of search results showing up regarding your company. It shows strength, it shows longevity, it shows that people are interested in you. That's a good sign. Then you want to record how many out of the first 30 results are actually you, or a page that references your company. Very important. So 24 out of 30, that kind of thing. And then the third thing I want you to do is just parse through once again and make sure that there's nothing bad that you need to address. All right? So then rinse and repeat. The second big metric I want you to keep is, you did the company name, now I want you to do your name. So for me, it might be open quotes, Dean Mercado, close quotes. Right? And same thing. Record the number of overall search results. If there's less than 1,000, chances are you got to do some work to build your personal brand. If then what we want to do is, again, we want to go through the first 3 pages of results. How many out of the first 30 results are actually you, are about you, pointed to your personal Twitter page, your personal Facebook, whatever it may be. You're shooting for 30 out of 30. Not so easy to do, because a lot of times there might be somebody else on the planet who has the same name as you, right? But you do want to dominate as much as possible that number, right? So if a prospect is checking you out, people buy from people, remember, not companies. They may Google your personal name. You want to make sure that the things that are showing up about you are good things, right? They're positive things, and it's you, right? So overall search results, how many out of the first 3 pages are you, and then again, parse through and make sure there's nothing bad being said about you. If there is, you want to bury that stuff. And that could be a conversation for another day. If that's something you want to hear about, let me know how to bury that stuff. So again, for Dean Mercado, Online Marketing Muscle, keep tabs on those metrics. I'm telling you, you really want to understand how is your brand doing. So for me, Dean at Online Marketing Muscle, here's to your success.